Imagine waking up one day, old and tired, and realizing you never fought for the life you truly wanted. That fear, my dear friend, is the greatest prison of all. Do you want to live with regret, or do you want to live with victory? Stay with me, because in this journey, I will show you how to choose victory. My dear friend, let me ask you a simple question. Do you have a dream? Not just any dream, but the kind that makes your heart race, the kind that keeps you awake at night, the kind that whispers to you, "This is who you are meant to be." If you do, then this message is for you. And if you don't, stay with me, because maybe today you will find it. Every great person in history had a dream. Some dreamed of freedom. Some dreamed of discovery. Some dreamed of creating something beautiful for the world. But here is the truth. Dreams do not come true easily. You must fight for them. You must bleed for them. You must stand again and again, even when the world pushes you down. That is why today, we are going to talk about how to fight for your dream. Role 1. The dreamer. Every dream begins with a dreamer. Before any success, before any achievement, there is always a vision. The dreamer is the one who dares to imagine something greater than the life they are living today. The dreamer looks beyond the problems of the present and sees the possibility of a brighter future. Maybe you dream of speaking English fluently so you can connect with people around the world. Maybe you want to start your own business, build wealth, or create a life of freedom. Or maybe your dream is simpler but still powerful. You want to live with confidence, peace, and purpose. Whatever your dream is, remember this. It all begins with your imagination. Without the dreamer, nothing new is ever created. But being a dreamer is not always easy. Many people will tell you that your dream is too big, too difficult, or even impossible. Some people will laugh at you. Others may criticize you, not because your dream is wrong, but because they have given up on their own dreams. When you are a dreamer, you must learn to protect your vision like a flame in the wind. If you let every negative word blow on that flame, it will die. But if you cover it, guard it, and feed it, the flame will grow stronger until it becomes a fire no one can put out. That is your responsibility as a dreamer, to believe even when no one else does. The dreamer's role is not just to see the future, but to hold on to it. You must carry your dream with pride, because it is a part of your identity. Without dreams, people live empty lives, just going through the motions, doing what others expect, never feeling alive. But with a dream, even ordinary days have meaning. You wake up with a reason. You push forward because you know where you want to go. Your dream becomes your power, the fuel that keeps you moving when life feels heavy. However, dreaming alone is not enough. Too many people stop at the dreaming stage. They imagine, they talk, but they never act. A dream without action is just a wish. That is why the dreamer must also prepare for the next steps. You must train your mind to stay focused, to stay patient, and to keep going even when results don't show up right away. Your dream is like a seed planted in the ground. At first, no one can see it. People may think nothing is happening. But you know the truth. It is growing underground, preparing to rise. If you water it with effort and protect it with faith, one day it will break through the soil and surprise everyone. So, if you are a dreamer, be proud. Do not be ashamed of wanting more out of life. Do not feel guilty for imagining something greater. Every invention, Every success story, every movement that changed the world started with a dreamer just like you. Protect your vision, hold it close, and never let go. The dream is the beginning of your journey, and if you honor it, it will guide you to the life you were meant to live. Role 2. The Fighter. The fighter's role is about action. If the dreamer begins the journey with vision, the fighter carries it forward with strength. Dreams are beautiful, but they will never come true if no one is willing to fight for them. The fighter is the one who wakes up every day and chooses to move forward, no matter how difficult life feels. The fighter is not just someone who works when it is easy. No, the fighter shows up even when tired, even when discouraged, even when the whole world seems against them. To be a fighter means you push yourself beyond comfort. You do what must be done, not only what you feel like doing. Every fighter faces resistance. Life will test you again and again. Sometimes you will fail. Sometimes you will fall. People will doubt you, laugh at you, or criticize you. And sometimes your own mind will whisper, "You are not strong enough." But a true fighter learns to silence those voices and keep moving forward. A fighter does not quit just because the path is hard. In fact, the fighter understands that the harder the path, the greater the reward. Every obstacle is a chance to grow stronger. Every failure is a lesson. Every time you fall and rise again, you are building a new layer of strength inside you. The fighter knows that discipline is more powerful than motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel inspired, other days you don't. But discipline, the habit of showing up again and again, makes you unstoppable. The fighter trains the mind, the body, and the spirit. Just as a boxer trains by throwing punches, just as a runner trains by taking step after step, the fighter of life trains by practicing consistency. You keep studying. You keep improving your English. You keep saving money. You keep building skills. You repeat actions day after day, knowing that every small effort is bringing you closer to your goal. A true fighter also understands the value of patience. Victories do not come overnight. A fighter does not demand instant results. Instead, they trust the process. They know that success is like climbing a mountain. You don't reach the top in one giant leap. You take step after step, breath after breath, and eventually, you look back and realize how far you have come. The fighter refuses to give up halfway. They keep their eyes on the goal and keep climbing no matter how steep the path becomes. Without the fighter role, the dream stays in the clouds and never touches the ground. Dreams are fragile unless someone is willing to protect them through action. That is why you must embrace the fighter inside you. It doesn't matter if you are not the strongest or the fastest. What matters is that you refuse to quit. The fighter's heart is not measured by talent. It is measured by courage, effort, and resilience. So, if you are the fighter, remember this. Every punch, every step, every repetition counts. No effort is wasted. Every challenge you face is shaping you into the person who can carry the dream into reality. Keep moving forward. Keep training, and keep fighting. Because the world does not reward those who only dream. It rewards those who fight to make the dream real. Role 3. The Student. The student's role is about humility and growth. If the dreamer imagines the future and the fighter takes action, the student makes sure that action is guided by wisdom. To fight for your dream, you must keep learning. The world is always changing, and so must you. A true student understands that no matter how much they already know, there is always more to learn. Learning is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. Without learning, your progress will stop, and your dream will slowly fade away. The student learns from many sources. You learn from books, which give you knowledge collected over centuries. You learn from teachers, who share their experience and guidance. You learn from your mistakes, because every failure carries a lesson if you are willing to see it. And most importantly, you learn from life itself. Every person you meet, every situation you face, every challenge you overcome is a classroom. The student walks through life asking, "What can I learn here? How can this moment make me stronger tomorrow?" That simple question keeps the door of growth always open. Being a student requires humility. Many people fail because they think they already know everything. Pride blinds them. They stop listening, they stop asking questions, and they stop growing. The student, however, remains humble and curious. Even if they succeed, even if they become skilled, they never let pride close their mind. The student knows that learning is not a stage in life. It is a lifelong journey. You never graduate from learning. Every day gives you another chance to improve, and the student embraces that chance with joy. Curiosity is also the strength of the student. Instead of fearing what they don't know, the student becomes excited about it. They ask questions, they explore, they search for answers. This curiosity turns ordinary moments into opportunities. For example, if you want to learn English, the student in you does not wait for the perfect teacher or the perfect environment. You look at every word, every conversation, every video as a chance to improve. You ask, "What new word can I use today? What mistake can I correct? What lesson can I carry forward?" Over time, these small questions lead to big progress. The student also understands that mistakes are not the end. They are part of the process. Many people quit because they are afraid of failure. But the student welcomes mistakes as teachers. Every error in speaking, every wrong decision, every failed attempt is simply another step toward mastery. The student is not embarrassed to learn because they know that learning is the key to transformation. Without the student's role, pride will destroy your progress. Success without learning is temporary, but success built on constant growth lasts forever. That is why the dreamer must also be a student, and the fighter must also be a student. Without learning, strength is wasted. With learning, every action becomes sharper, every effort becomes smarter. So, if you are the student, hold your humility close. Stay curious, ask questions, be open to correction. Let life teach you every single day. Because the more you learn, the more powerful you become. And when you carry the heart of a student, nothing in this world can stop your growth. Role 4. The Builder. The builder is practical. If the dreamer gives you vision, the fighter gives you action, and the student gives you knowledge, then the builder gives you structure. This role is about creating systems, routines, and habits that make success possible. Dreams do not come true in one big step. They are built slowly, piece by piece, just like a house is built brick by brick. The builder understands that greatness is the result of daily effort. No matter how big the dream is, It becomes real only when you build the foundation for it every single day. The builder is not impatient. They do not expect quick results or instant rewards. They know that saving a little money every day can lead to wealth over time. They know that exercising daily, even for just a few minutes, can transform the body in the long run. They know that studying English for only 20 minutes a day consistently will create fluency years later. The builder is wise because they see the power of small, repeated actions. While others give up because progress looks slow, the builder keeps laying bricks. One by one, the wall rises. One by one, the castle takes shape. What makes the builder powerful is discipline. While the fighter acts with courage, the builder acts with consistency. It is not enough to fight only when you feel strong. You must also create habits that carry you even when motivation disappears. For example, if you want to improve your English, you cannot study only when you feel excited. You must build a routine, reading a few pages daily, practicing speaking daily, listening daily. These small, steady actions turn into a lifestyle. And when something becomes a lifestyle, success is no longer a matter of chance. It becomes inevitable. The builder also understands that systems are stronger than willpower. Many people fail because they rely only on emotion or energy. But emotions rise and fall, and energy is not always high. The builder avoids this trap by designing systems that make success easier. For instance, if you want to eat healthy, the builder does not simply hope to avoid junk food. Instead, they plan meals ahead of time, shop wisely, and keep healthy food ready. If you want to save money, the builder sets aside a portion of income automatically, instead of waiting for extra money to appear. Systems protect your dream when motivation is weak. Dreams fail when people only dream but never build. Many people have vision. Many people even fight hard for a short time. But without building structure, they burn out. That is why the builder role is so important. It gives your dream a solid foundation to stand on. Without bricks, the castle remains only in your mind. But with daily bricks, the castle slowly rises until one day everyone sees what you created. So step into the builder role. Start small. Build habits that support your dream. Create routines that move you forward. Stay patient and steady. Do not underestimate the power of laying just one brick a day. Over time, those bricks will form the life you have always imagined. The builder knows the truth. Success is not built in one day, but it is built daily. Role 5. The leader. The leader's role is about influence. When you first begin your journey, your dream feels personal. You may think it is only about you, your goals, your future, your success. But as you grow, you will realize something powerful. Every step you take influences others. People are always watching, whether you know it or not. Some are looking for inspiration. Others are waiting to see if you will fail. A leader accepts this responsibility with courage. The leader understands that their actions speak louder than their words. They know that every choice they make, every habit they keep, and every struggle they overcome sets an example for others to follow. Leadership is not about a position or a title. You don't need to be a manager, a president, or a boss to be a leader. Leadership is about character. It is about discipline, courage, and determination. A leader does not have to say, "Follow me." People naturally follow because they see strength, honesty, and consistency in the leader's actions. When you keep pushing forward through difficulties, others will notice. When you stay humble even after success, others will respect you. When you rise after every failure, others will be encouraged to rise too. That is the quiet but powerful influence of a leader. The leader's role also means fighting for more than just yourself. At first, you may fight for your personal dream. But once you grow into a leader, you realize your fight carries weight for others too. You fight for your family who depends on you. You fight for your friends who are encouraged by your example. You fight for those who believe in you, even when you doubt yourself. This gives you greater strength, because now your dream is no longer just about you. It is about something bigger. Leaders carry responsibility, and this responsibility fuels their determination. But leadership also comes with challenges. Some people will criticize you no matter what you do. Some will try to pull you down because your progress reminds them of their own laziness. Others will misunderstand your vision. A leader accepts this reality. Instead of becoming bitter, the leader becomes stronger. They do not waste time arguing with critics. They do not let negativity distract them. Instead, they focus on their mission, knowing that true leadership is proven over time, not through quick approval. A great leader also lifts others up. They do not just chase their own success. They open the path for others to succeed too. A leader shares knowledge, encourages growth, and inspires people to discover their own dreams. They do not push others down out of fear. Instead, they shine a light that helps others see their own potential. Leadership is not about control, it is about service. The leader serves by being an example of discipline, focus, and resilience. So, when you step into the role of the leader, remember this: you are no longer just an individual chasing a dream. You are an example of strength for everyone around you. Your courage can spark courage in others. Your persistence can awaken persistence in others. Your success can open the door for others to believe in their own possibilities. That is the true power of leadership. Not only building your own castle, but also inspiring others to build theirs. Role 6, the protector. The protector's role is about guarding what is most important: your dream. Every dream, no matter how big or small, faces enemies. Some of these enemies are outside of you. People who say, "You can't do it," or "Be realistic." These are the critics, the naysayers, and the doubters. They may speak from fear, jealousy, or ignorance, but their words can damage even the strongest heart if you let them. Other enemies live inside of you: fear, self-doubt, laziness, and negative thoughts. These internal enemies are often more dangerous than external ones because they are quiet and persistent. The protector's job is to recognize both types of enemies and stand guard without compromise. To be a protector, you must learn to filter what you hear, see, and believe. Not every comment deserves your attention. Not every warning needs to stop you. Some advice is helpful, but much of it comes from people who cannot see your vision. The protector does not react impulsively to criticism or gossip. Instead, they carefully choose which voices to listen to and which to ignore. By filtering negativity, the protector keeps the mind clear and focused. A mind filled with doubt and fear cannot achieve greatness. A mind protected from constant negativity becomes a fortress, strong enough to carry even the heaviest challenges. The protector also guards your heart from fear and doubt. Fear is natural, but it becomes dangerous when it controls your actions. Doubt is normal, but it becomes destructive when it convinces you that you are not enough. Laziness may seem harmless, but over time it quietly steals your energy and progress. The protector confronts these enemies daily, using discipline, awareness, and resilience. When fear whispers, "Stop," the protector responds, "Not today. Keep moving." When doubt appears, the protector says, "I have done the work. I will continue." When laziness invites you to quit, the protector reminds you of your purpose and your dream. This inner vigilance is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. Another part of being a protector is creating boundaries. You cannot allow anyone to poison your heart or distract your mind. Sometimes this means saying no to people, places, or habits that harm your progress. Sometimes this means turning off social media, avoiding toxic conversations, or staying away from negative environments. Protecting your mind is not selfish. It is necessary. A protected mind is powerful, creative, and unstoppable. Every great dream requires this level of defense. Without it, even the most motivated fighter or dedicated builder can be knocked off course. Finally, the protector serves as the guardian of your vision. Dreams are fragile in the early stages. If you allow negativity to invade your mind, the spark of your dream can fade. But if you protect it, your dream will grow into a force strong enough to overcome obstacles, criticism, and self-doubt. The protector does not attack recklessly. The protector is patient, vigilant, and strategic. They know when to act, when to wait, and when to defend. By guarding your mind and heart, you give your dream the best chance to flourish. So, step into the role of the protector. Watch carefully, filter wisely, and defend relentlessly. Protect your dream like a warrior protects a fortress. Guard it from outside enemies, silence the inner critics, and refuse to let fear, doubt, or laziness control your life. With the protector's heart, your vision is safe, your mind is strong, and your dream is unstoppable. Role 7. The Visionary. The visionary's role is about seeing the finish line even when the path is difficult. While the dreamer imagines possibilities, the fighter takes action, the student learns, the builder creates systems, the leader influences, and the protector guards the dream. The visionary keeps the ultimate goal in sight. Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and moments when giving up seems easier than moving forward. Without someone to hold a strong vision, discouragement can destroy even the most determined heart. The visionary does not ignore pain or difficulty. They face it, but they keep their eyes on the prize. The visionary understands that every step of the journey has a purpose. Every struggle, every failure, every long day of effort is part of the path toward success. They imagine victory so clearly and vividly that it becomes real in their mind. This mental image fuels the fight when energy fades, motivation disappears, or obstacles appear overwhelming. The visionary's power comes from visualization. By holding a picture of success, they transform ordinary effort into extraordinary progress. When the road is long and painful, the visionary whispers to themselves, "Yes, today is hard, but tomorrow I will win." This simple phrase carries them forward, step by step, even when the journey feels impossible. A visionary is not afraid to dream big. They imagine goals beyond what seems reasonable to others. They see outcomes that most people cannot even picture. This vision is not wishful thinking. It is a mental map that guides every decision, every action, and every habit. The visionary uses this map to prioritize, to stay focused, and to keep moving when distractions and setbacks try to pull them off course. Without vision, effort becomes aimless, and even hard work can feel wasted. The visionary ensures that every action is meaningful because it leads toward a clearly imagined destination. Visionaries are also patient and resilient. They understand that success is rarely immediate. The journey is often long, and obstacles will test their faith and strength. But the visionary knows that the future they imagine is worth enduring every difficulty today. They do not let temporary pain dictate permanent decisions. They believe in the power of persistence, knowing that consistent effort guided by vision will ultimately create results. This ability to hold an unwavering image of success separates those who finish the race from those who quit halfway. Finally, the visionary inspires not only themselves but others as well. When people see someone who keeps moving forward despite challenges, holding a clear image of victory, it sparks hope and courage in them too. The visionary becomes a lighthouse, showing what is possible even in dark or stormy times. They understand that a strong vision is contagious. It encourages others to dream bigger, fight harder, and believe in their own potential. So, if you are the visionary, remember this. Never let go of the finish line in your mind. Hold the image of success so strong that it guides every action, strengthens every effort, and fuels every battle. See the victory before it comes, and let that vision carry you through every difficulty. With the visionary's heart, you will never lose hope, and your spirit will remain unbreakable until you reach the life you imagined. Role 8. The Sacrificer. The sacrificer's role is about understanding that every great dream comes with a cost. If the dreamer imagines it, the fighter acts, the student learns, the builder creates, the leader inspires, the protector guards, and the visionary sees the finish line. The sacrificer is the one willing to pay the price. Nothing valuable in life comes for free. Comfort, convenience, and short-term pleasure often stand in the way of long-term success. The sacrificer learns to give up what is easy today in order to gain what is extraordinary tomorrow. This role requires courage, self-discipline, and clarity of purpose. Sacrifice is not always easy to see in the moment. It may feel uncomfortable, unfair, or even painful. You might have to skip a night out with friends to study, practice, or work on your dream. You might have to wake up early while others are sleeping. You might have to say no to temporary pleasures that pull you away from your goal. The sacrificer understands that these small daily choices are what separate ordinary people from those who achieve greatness. Each sacrifice is like an investment in your future, compounding over time until the payoff becomes life-changing. The sacrificer also understands the value of delayed gratification. Many people want success, freedom, and respect, but they want it instantly. They chase pleasure today and complain about lack of results tomorrow. The sacrificer does the opposite. They delay satisfaction, knowing that true rewards require patience. Saving money instead of spending it on temporary thrills, putting extra hours into learning or practice instead of relaxing, and choosing discipline over comfort are all sacrifices that lead to freedom, skill, and respect. This mindset transforms ordinary effort into extraordinary achievement. Another important part of the sacrificer's role is focus. Sacrifice is only meaningful when it is directed toward a clear purpose. Giving up something without knowing why can feel pointless. But the sacrificer knows exactly what they are working for. They keep the dream in mind: freedom, mastery, impact, or success, and measure every sacrifice against that vision. This clarity makes it easier to endure challenges, resist temptations, and stay committed even when the journey is difficult. Every choice is aligned with the ultimate goal, making the sacrifices intentional and powerful. Finally, the sacrificer knows that the price of greatness is worth paying. It is not about suffering for the sake of suffering. It is about creating value. When you sacrifice sleep for skill, comfort for growth, or pleasure for progress, you are transforming your life into something priceless. Your dream gains strength, and your character grows. You realize that the temporary discomfort of sacrifice is nothing compared to the permanent reward of achievement. Sacrifice becomes a tool, a weapon, and a habit that fuels every other role. The fighter, the builder, the visionary, and even the leader who inspires others by example. So, if you are the sacrificer, embrace it fully. Understand that the life you want, freedom, respect, success, is earned, not given. Give up what you can today so you can gain what is priceless tomorrow. Every sacrifice strengthens your dream, sharpens your mind, and builds a future that no one can take from you. When you pay the price willingly, your dream becomes untouchable, and your life becomes extraordinary. Role 9: The Survivor. The survivor's role is about endurance and resilience. Life is unpredictable, and no matter how well you plan, how hard you fight, or how disciplined you are, challenges will come. Sometimes these challenges are small and manageable, but other times they are overwhelming. The survivor steps in during the hardest moments, when life feels unbearable, when obstacles seem impossible, and when everything you planned falls apart. This role is not about glory or achievement. It is about staying alive, both mentally and emotionally, until you can rise again. Survival is not easy. The survivor may feel broken, tired, or defeated. You may cry, stumble, or even feel like giving up. But the survivor never stops moving forward. Even if it is only a small step, even if it is crawling rather than running, the survivor keeps going. Each step, no matter how small, is a victory. Survival is proof of inner strength. Every time you get up after a fall, every time you push through fear or despair, you are proving that you are stronger than the difficulties around you. The survivor also teaches patience and perspective. When everything goes wrong, it is natural to focus on what is lost or what has failed. But the survivor looks deeper. They understand that even in pain, there is growth. They see opportunities in challenges, lessons in failure, and strength in struggle. Surviving a difficult moment does not just keep you alive. It shapes your character, strengthens your will, and prepares you for greater battles ahead. This perspective turns suffering into a teacher rather than a prison. Another key part of the survivor's role is courage. It takes courage to face each day when hope feels distant. It takes courage to keep moving when others would give up. Courage does not mean you feel fearless. It means you act despite fear. You move forward even when the future is unclear. The survivor does not wait for perfect conditions or easy paths. They create progress simply by refusing to quit, by enduring what life throws at them, and by maintaining belief in themselves when no one else does. Finally, the survivor embodies hope. Surviving is not the final goal. It is the preparation for thriving. When you continue to survive, you learn resilience, perseverance, and the power of persistence. You discover that you can endure more than you imagined. And over time, the strength gained from survival transforms into opportunity, growth, and eventual success. The survivor's journey is a reminder that life may break you temporarily, but it cannot destroy you if you refuse to give up. So, if you are the survivor, honor this role fully. Embrace the struggle, endure the pain, and keep moving forward, no matter how hard it gets. Every small step counts. Every act of perseverance proves your strength. Survival itself is victory, and with continued endurance, you will not only survive, you will rise, thrive, and achieve everything you once thought impossible. The survivor is living proof that even in the darkest moments, the human spirit can shine. Final role: the victor. The victor is the final role, the one you have been working toward through every challenge, every sacrifice, and every step of your journey. The victor is not born. The victor is made through perseverance, courage, and relentless effort. This is the role where all the previous roles, dreamer, fighter, student, builder, leader, protector, visionary, sacrificer, and survivor, come together. The victor looks back at the journey and says with pride, "I never gave up. I fought until the end, and I won." Victory is not measured only by success or achievement. It is measured by the courage to continue, the discipline to endure, and the heart to rise each time life tried to knock you down. Becoming the victor does not mean the journey was easy. In fact, the path of a victor is always filled with struggle, doubt, and pain. But the victor transforms these challenges into fuel. Each obstacle becomes a lesson. Each failure becomes a stepping stone. Every time you pushed past fear, every time you sacrificed comfort for progress, you were building the foundation of victory. And this is why the victor inspires others. Not because life was easy, but because they refused to quit. The victor becomes a living example that determination, resilience, and belief in oneself can overcome any barrier. My dear friend, as you fight for your dreams, remember that every role is already inside you. The dreamer imagines, the fighter acts, the student learns, the builder constructs, the leader inspires, the protector guards, the visionary sees the goal, the sacrificer pays the price, the survivor endures, and finally, the victor emerges. On my channel, English Achieve, we remind you that your journey is not just about reaching a goal. It is about becoming someone unstoppable, someone who transforms struggle into strength. Now the stage is yours. Step into these roles, embrace the fight, and claim your victory. Your dream is waiting, and with the heart of a victor, nothing can stop you.